What am I even doing? Oh, that's right. Everybody, welcome on back. Calm down. Okay, you are in the midst of Kuso6rande, the bad video game tournament. We have had a lot of horror in the form of spinning things and in the form of really crappy background art that is way overly detailed for the Game Boy Color, and the Game Boy Color just can't handle it. Up next, though, do we have the same type of horror? Or will we encounter something else? Well, let's go and check out who the GM is. And I accidentally didn't hide those two icons, so we know that it's going to be the second GM, or the first GM. It's going to be the one that they're above. So who could the other GMs be? Well, Iron GM Trash Panda, we're not getting Tempestrol. And we're not getting the Clunk. Instead, we are getting GM Regret, which is our favorite. Our dear friend Cadus, the referee, very rare, sort of like a shiny here in Kuso6rande, okay, but we get the shiny match today. Yeah, Iron GM Regret bringing out the pain, bringing out the boxing gloves. Yeah, he types with boxing gloves on. Kind of scary. They get double regret is what Kata says. Uh-oh. I feel like somebody was going to come and chat with me during this game, even if they know nothing about it. So feel free, GM, who is going to chat possibly Tempestrol. Maybe? Because I would love to hear your thoughts. Hello, Tempestrol.
Guess what?
What?
Turns out you are getting me today.
Yes!
Sorry.
Oh, oh, shucks. Who would have guessed? Well, Tempestrol, you know a lot about this game.
Yeah, I know all about this game.
Oh, perfect.
I'm an expert. I'm a veritable expert on this game.
I'm gonna give about it then, real quick. Yeah.
Well, it's a game. it's a game called Horror City.
Don't know a full city of horror.
From our folks over at Novo Trade, and that concludes my expert knowledge on this game. As you can see, I'm about as knowledgeable about this game as I was about the Terminator 2.
I feel like you can do a little bit more, like, because this character on the box art, quote-unquote box art, the intro screen, whatever you want to call it, got sort of fly eyes, has claws, you know, it looks like some monstrosity thrown together.
It does. It looks like the sort of thing that would torment a city of horror.
I know, right? It's like, or maybe that's just what the normal inhabitants look like. Maybe this is regular life down in Horror City.
Did somebody say torment?
Yes. Oh, Pfizer's back. Hello.
Hello. I just got back from eating an entire pizza, and then I see that Kate has given out this absolute nightmare.
Okay, this is actually a nightmare?
This is a bad game.
Yeah! If Faizu says it's bad, that's hopeful. Okay, can I ask what genre we're getting with this?
It's I guess you could call it a first-person shooter. It's sort of like a rail shooter.
What? This is Commodore 64.
This is the Commodore 64.
First-person shooter. I'm scared.
Yeah, it's probably closer to a rail shooter, except it's not really on rails. I would say it's a single-screen shooter, except it's not, because you can actually pan left and right.
Okay.
This is so much worse than you can possibly imagine from that description.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that I am terrified.
This is, I don't think I'm ruining much if I say that this is actually a Judge Dredd game with the serial numbers filed off.
Wait, what? I'm actually gonna finish, or like wait for Starman to finish setting up, because the size of the screen keeps changing, and that's not exactly the best to capture.
That's fine. I don't need to go into any details yet. I feel like I've given you enough worry with just that one statement alone.
Yeah.
Just all I'll say is, you know, brace yourselves.
I'm braced. Yeah.
I'm
You
also
are not.
bracing myself.
Sorry, I just braced. That's why I'm not talking. I'm actually talking to the people in Discord because, you know, the players here do have about an hour or so to discuss the what game they're going to be getting, make sure that everything is functioning. But I also know that sometimes making sure that everything is bound is super important. So I'm just waiting for Starman to do that. Get it going. Yeah. Also, many thanks to all of the players who have played in Kuso6rande. Like, seriously, putting up with all of our crap is amazing. Thank you all. And trust me, this appears to be a doozy and a half.
Yeah. Oh god, Kate's... Oh no, this gets worse.
Wait, Kate is saying this is going to be on pro difficulty. That means they get the hardest difficulty, huh?
Oh, this is not going to be fun.
Well, it is brackets, so they deserve it.
Yeah, I mean, I would argue that there are given values of fun in the previous two games that we've had today.
That's fair.
I'm not sure
even
about
in the last one. So not to knock Dowolf for picking that game is a good pick, but wow, I don't think I would have enjoyed myself.
Why is the game farting at me?
Might say more about me than the game. Oh, I gotta watch these people's streams now today.
Oh right, I can actually, of course, I have fast internet now. I can actually, you know, use multi-twitch without my bandwidth complaining and bursting into tears.
Oh, you got that fiber installed?
Yes.
Yeah, lucky you.
I love that Okami was like, let me know when you want to reset for audio, and I just turned it up anyway, and we hear this. Apparently this is just the game. Just farts.
Oh, that's horrible.
What the crap?
I just got the audio now. Good God.
Yeah, good audio.
Is this like the game theme?
I don't remember it making this noise. This might be what happens if you leave it on the title screen for long enough.
You may be right. Okay, Okami says there's actual music for a bit, so hopefully we get to hear it.
Yeah, I do recall actual music.
This isn't music.
This is.
It's more musical than the fart noise we heard before.
Like, if you had a fart choir, they could perform this.
Okay, you know what is mind-boggling about this to me is that this sounds like Spectrum music, like early Spectrum music, before developers figured out how to like use the hardware to make stuff that sounded okay. But like, this is a C64. You have the SID chip. I didn't even know the SID chip could make sounds that sounded this ugly. It sounds
played
like
around with some SID emulators, and yeah, you can make really terrible sounds.
The C64 is like it's like a piano or something. You can create something that sounds utterly beautiful and amazing, or you can create something that is literally a small child tripping over and hitting their head on the keys.
I need you to spam emotes, okay? This is Horror City, so anything that sounds horrible to you, horrifying, skulls, judges, dread, go ahead and spam farts. Wait, what?
Fart pigs. Truly the most horrifying thing known to man.
Yeah. As soon as I see movement, I will start our timer.
Oh, speed loader.
Well.
Oh my God.
Okay, about 6-7 seconds behind, Starman is starting. So, this is not good.
Wow.
Yeah, this is welcome to level 1. Yeah. Now you'll notice that Okami there is trying to shoot. Oh, no, didn't actually successfully shoot.
I mean, so you say.
I don't know how much Kate told them about this. Where do you think you have to shoot the enemies?
The head?
Right in the dick.
Nope.
Oh my
Try
god.
again.
It's right in the crotch. Isn't
You're
it?
actually closer.
I saw Okami
legs?
shoot one of the characters right in the crotch, and they died. It wasn't the head.
Yeah,
The headshot seemed to do nothing.
Yeah, they have a glowing teleport button on their belts, so you have to shoot them directly in the belt.
Okay.
It is a tiny, minuscule hitbox.
Oh no, it is.
And when you're shooting, you can't actually see the cursor, so good luck re-aiming after you fire.
And when you're scrolling, oh jeez, we've got an hour of this.
Yeah. This does have multiple levels. This is just the first level, but this is what the game is like. They do have multiple levels. You can see the ammo type at the bottom of the screen. I have no idea. I have no idea what the other ammo types do.
I have a question. Does the this is not like, is this like joystick control on the cursor? It almost looks like it's accelerating. Like it has an acceleration to it.
It's joystick, or you can be using keyboard if you prefer.
Horror freaking city.
I guess it's not an analog joystick, so it's functionally the same.
Yeah.
But it almost looks like there's like an acceleration curve to the motion. It's really subtle looking, but it looks like it would throw you off at small distances.
So either Kate actually told them that they have to be shot in the belt, or Okami has gotten really lucky and/or figured that out very quickly. Because it looks like Starman has managed to get 300 points at this point.
Somebody,
incredible.
by the way, in chat, somebody did link to some box art. Let me see what it says here. Mega City is living in fear. Wait, so it's not Horror City, it's Mega City. Okay.
Oh, there were changes made. The Dark Judges. Oh, there we go. Game over.
The fallen Dark Judges, Death, Fear, Fire, and Mortis have a wait. Mortis is just like Latin for death. So 2 of the judges are named Death.
Yeah.
Death, Fear, Fire, and Mortis have arrived, judging the living and absolving them of their guilt by killing them. Step forward, that 2000 AD curvy cutie, Judge Anderson, elite side judge, and the woman to save Mega City. These are early shots from Piranha's game, which should be out on all formats before Christmas at £9.95 and $14.95 or something.
Yeah, this is not. Those are not the judges, and that is not Judge Anderson. That was when they actually had the license.
Okay.
Then the license got pulled.
Also,
and they had to replace. They had to replace the Dark Judges with a fly and a shark.
Did they have to redesign the judge? Because I'm not super familiar with Judge Dredd, but I don't remember their uniforms looking anything like that.
I would assume that they've redesigned that, because that doesn't that's
very
clearly
retro-futurist.
Judge Anderson on account of being a female judge.
Right.
But yeah, that's not really a judge's outfit.
Let me just say, though, the English in this is making me laugh so hard. Like, the box before this game was released and the license was revoked is so good. Judge Death kill people by thrusting his hand through the bodies of his victims. Fear opens the gate on his face mask and orders his chosen victim to gaze into the face of fear. Fire envelops his victims in a prism of flame, and Mortis brings instant decay to his victims by just touching them. You play Judge Anderson, and because she has been out of services for some time, there is a practice gallery for perfect shooting skills before going in to attack the Dark Judges. But
I want to point something out.
Yeah?
That practice gallery is both a better game than the actual game, and also significantly useless, because the hitboxes are totally different and nothing on their moves.
Are you serious?
Oh no!
Oh no!
It's just like cardboard cutouts. You can just get used to moving the cursor around and shooting. That's it.
Oh, that's delightful.
But your arm must be true. Must be true, Faizu. Because innocent civilians and the city itself can easily be destroyed.
I'm about to make a terrible mistake for you.
Question, are any of these people you're shooting actually good people?
There are citizens you can shoot, yes.
Well, okay. How do you tell which one?
It tends to be the ones that don't look like flies. So I'm making a horrible mistake for you.
Okay.
I'm firing this up again so that I can go to the review screen where I can tell you the names of what they changed the judges to. Like Judge Fly and Judge Sad Shark and Judge On Fire.
Judge.
Just kind of waiting. I'm just waiting for it to boot up again.
Okay. I'm really excited to hear the different judges' names.
All right, what do we got?
Obey the law.
All right. Know your enemy.
Okay.
I've got it up on screen at the moment. It's an auto progressing thing. Micah, he is a terrible mixture of a fly and a human being. He throws disabling rays at his victims. He is the most powerful of them.
Ah!
JD-15, he is a robot developed against the invaders, but he was reprogrammed by them. Haya, never-ending fireball of power, throwing energy and fire at all victims. When he touches his victims, they are turned onto a burning pile of ash.
Turned onto a burning pile of ash?
He is disguised in the form of a great white shark. He sends death from his jaws.
So which one are we fighting?
Right now, that's Judge Kachari. That's the sad shark. He's disguised as a great white shark that you can see on both screens at the moment, I think. Oh no, I was behind. It's Judge Micah is on Okami's screen and JD-15 is on Starman's.
Okay.
Or if you like, the Rubbish Dalek and the Fly.
Yeah, so do all the judges appear on each stage?
Yeah.
Why is there a sign that says get ugly? I don't want to get ugly.
Why not?
Get ugly. Free block 77 chop Yuckris. Is that like bootleg Tetris? Yuckris? None of this makes sense.
You see the nice Ronald Reagan banner in the top?
Ronald Reagan Glock?
I think that's Ronald Reagan Block, but I'm not sure.
Glock? I don't want one. I don't want a Ronald Reagan Glock.
Anyway, I hate this game.
Yeah, I can see why. Why's your hand green? What happened to your hand?
That's a glove.
Why is your glove green?
Why not? No, I played this for about 5 minutes and didn't get off the first level, and I felt fairly accomplished with myself at that point.
What does Chopper for Smiley Z mean?
How I feel anytime I test like one of Jeff's games. Or one of Dana's games.
I'm occasionally proud when Jeff suggests a game, and I'm like, I know what that game is.
Like you're one of the 10 people on Earth who has heard of it.
Yeah, it happens sometimes when Jeff dives deep into the obscure recesses of PC gaming, because that's kind of where I know things. But yeah.
Also, it
that's
very
only happened
clearly
to me
says
once.
Dread. Like, Dread is definitely written in there. It looks like Starman moved on to the practice range, which is definitely a better option.
Yeah, we've had a Judge Dredd game before, haven't we? Earlier this year, didn't we have Dread versus Death? Or was that in Kuso, or was that in License-a-thon and I'm getting mixed up?
I've been License-a-thon. I don't think we've had Dread versus Death in Kuso6rande.
Okay, I think we had. Never mind. I'm getting mixed up with my own event.
It may well have been. I would say Dread versus Death might be too good for Kuso6rande, but I think at a console release, and that probably wouldn't be.
Yeah, so chat wants us to know for sure this is not a Judge Dredd game. Okay.
No, this is not a Judge Dredd game. It's definitely not.
There's a building that just says boy, B-O-I. Like, this game was ahead of its time.
Like that's like the image of SpongeBob.
Hey, boy! At least ahead of SpongeBob, yeah. This music,
I
high
sure
quality.
hope you made that sound with your mouth, bro.
That was my mouth.
That was impressive.
I'm really good at farting. Like, okay, Justin and I, basically, whenever we see each other, we make fart noises out of our mouths at each other. It's just sort of what we do. So I get a lot of practice. True
As one
love.
does.
Yeah, chat. That's how you know. I don't know. He's the one who started it, I think, though. It's like
Sure.
been the last year. We just make farting noises at each other. Like, I think it's
Pass the blame.
to keep from scaring each other. Like, it's how we say, hey, we're here, and don't get scared because I'm suddenly here behind you. No, instead, I get
your
here.
sounding cry to make your presence known.
This is
Oh my
this is
God.
an interesting secret language you've created.
We've got the dumbest language.
This is more baffling to me than the game.
Are you serious? Like, okay.
Right.
Like,
I don't know. I'm hopelessly single. Maybe this is like when you're in a relationship, that's how it be, right?
let me tell you
maybe I
some of
just
the
don't get it
weird
yet.
terms that we have. Okay, so we have a bathroom that has its own like little closet room with the toilet in it.
Yeah.
What would you normally call that, like, little toilet room?
I'm sorry. You have a bathroom which itself contains a closet that closet contains the toilet.
It's like, it's got a door, so that
Were you not aware that bro is actually a millionaire? Like, even his bathrooms have bathrooms.
This is a townhouse. Come on.
I might call that a water closet only as a joke because it's like bizarrely fitting.
I know what I'd call it, but it's a word that I can't use on Kuso6rande.
We call it the peepus room. The peepus room.
The peepus room, like like that mangled Pepsi logo, like peepus.
Yep, exactly.
All right.
Because of the mangled Pepsi logo. That's the peepus
Pepsi.
room.
You know, if you go to a restaurant and you order Pepsi, they'll give you a Pepsi. They won't question it. Just wanted to point that out.
Yeah. What do you say when you are hungry to somebody? What do you say to let them know you are hungry?
I live alone, so I don't say anything.
Okay, but if you had somebody there, what would you say?
I just kind of meow loudly and point at the food bowl.
Okay, that's a good thing. We say, I'm a hungry bungy. And usually in that voice,
I was going to
too.
suggest I hungry, so,
hungry
not that far
bungy.
off.
Ah, yes, hungry bungy. Yes, the international standards, I believe.
Hungry bungy. Yeah.
You realise that you're giving away all of the dark secrets that we need to impersonate one of you.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
I can now actually just steal the skin off of one of you, and the other won't suspect a thing.
And the computer, instead of being computer, it's just puper. The puper. Good, go play the puper. Yeah. By the way, for those who were wondering, we are judging this match based off of high score because really, that's what I was told.
Yeah, this is a score attack. I'm waiting to see someone get off level 1. Now, they are playing on pro difficulty because Tatus really doesn't like them.
They're pros. This is
that too.
man. They're pros. They must be if they got to brackets, I guess.
Yeah, if they got to brackets, then they absolutely deserve that.
They'll do They're doing just fine. They're doing great.
I would like to point out. Oh, do I see a sector completed? I do.
That looks like level 2 Starman. Holy moly!
Starman has made more progress in this than I managed.
Okami volunteered to do pro difficulty, and Kate was going to say no, but let but let them do it anyways. Oh no. Oh. Do you think that was like a power move by Okami being like, yeah, I bet I can do pro difficulty. Let's see if Starman will match up. Or do you think that was just
Okami is a masochist?
Like hubris or masochism or both?
I honestly, knowing Okami, it's definitely both. Because okay, Okami loves to brag when he does well, and I love him for it. He's got a very Okami personality. There's nobody like Okami in my that I've met. So it was definitely hubris that brought them to this point.
How can I say the nicest thing possible about Okami? He's unique.
Yeah, Okami did literally name themselves Great God of Games.
True.
That is true.
And look, you know, and used a good profile picture this time, you know, from what's that? Gitaru Man, yeah.
Oh, he did change it, didn't he?
Yeah. Although I asked him for a higher quality picture and he just couldn't find one. I was like, that's a little blurry, Okami.
Not very godlike.
No. God is blurry in a lot of places.
I'm not getting into a religious debate with you right now.
Yeah,
That said, I am going to have to run. I might pop back in to bully you more shortly, but for the time being, I'm going to leave you two to your insanity and the progress going on here.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and let you run. See if Faizu come and bother us if you get bored. Yeah.
Oh, I absolutely will. Don't worry.
By the way, Okami is a huge friend of the stream, everybody. So, you know, we just gotta bully him a little bit, especially when he can't hear us.
Oh, absolutely.
He'll go back and
why do you think I became a GM?
It was all lies. Wait, you became a GM?
So I could bully people.
To bully? Wow.
Well, no, that's not fair. I can't make that joke, honestly. Oh my god, that guy just exploded. That was graphic.
But look, Starman has a really decent high score.
Yeah.
77-98. Are the top scores just GOP? Like
Grand Old Party? Is that what that's supposed to be?
Yeah, I think the Republicans are
the Republican
the top
Party
here. We gotta beat the Republicans.
It is Judge Dredd, so
no, it's not.
Oh, sorry, it's not Judge Dredd. Also, it couldn't be then. Oh, it might be COP. Oh, that might make more sense. Actually,
I want to believe it's GOP. Ronald Reagan Glock. That's legit. Like that's legit. One of the signs. And then on Okami's sign, we've got Big One. We got Boing. Boing.
Big.
I want to go to the Boing shop.
Yeah, I want to know what they're selling.
I mean, I've got a few ideas.
Springs.
Lots of trampolines. Springs.
Lots of trampolines. Springs.
Anything that bounces.
Yeah.
Santa costumes.
Why do they bounce?
Santa's fat.
I don't think it's the costume that imbues him with the fatness.
Look, okay.
I think Santa was already fat.
If you come pre-fat, then you can go to the you're already fat store and buy a Santa costume. But if you're not fat, you can go to the Boing store.
Yeah, you know what? I said I realized as soon as I said that that was a stupid thing to say, because we know from the Santa Claus that Tim Allen only became fat when he put the Santa suit on and accepted the role of Santa Claus.
It's true. As soon as you are the Santa, bam.
And in Santa Claus 2, he turns back into Tim Allen and stops being fat to some degree. Probably because they couldn't get him to be completely skinny and then fat again for the whole movie. But, you know, like, we know. I'm going to acknowledge that it's a movie, but I'm also going to treat it like Santa Claus is real, okay? Work with me on this.
So it looks like Okami got a new high score for himself. I'm still trying to figure out the whole HUD. I believe that at the top right, you've got your score, you've got your secondary number, And then you've got the line between those, and I think that line is your health. The secondary number is... no, freedom points.
5 types of bullets, they have no differences?
That's
delightful.
how we know we are free. Yeah, Cadence is saying there are 5 types of bullets at the bottom right, and they all are exactly the same, unless maybe there's... I don't know.
Santa Claus 3 was the one with Jack Frost. Santa Claus 2 was the one where he has to get married, and then he complains because the movie magic drops an absolutely amazing, beautiful woman in his lap who sings, and he acts like a jerk about it.
Santa Claus
Jack
2
Frost,
was just not enjoyable. And then the third one, I think that I vomited watching it.
I didn't watch it. I couldn't stand to. Honestly, the best way to enjoy the Santa Claus 1 and 2, I think, is to watch both those films and then go watch Dan Harmon. Dan Harmon has a fantastic video from one of his live shows where he basically goes on this rant about how absurd the whole premise of both movies is, and like when you actually start to think about the internal logic of the Santa Claus films, it become really weird.
Yeah, I'm really trying to remember
really
the third one. Like, it just feels like a past fever dream watching the third one. I'm pretty sure that if you call the CDC and you accidentally ate some poison, or the poison control, if you call them, they'll tell you to watch the third Santa Claus movie, and that'll help. Specifically because of how much you'll vomit, because of how much insanity it absolutely is. Ooh.
Isn't Martin Freeman in that movie?
I don't remember anything about it. And I'm not going to start trying to bring back those repressed memories, okay? They can stay there. Actually, I'm going to Google it. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's Martin Freeman.
Wait, Santa Claus 3, the escape clause?
The escape clause.
Mm.
I'm sorry, it was Martin Short, not Martin Freeman. I was like, he didn't look or sound like Martin Freeman. Martin Short.
Okay, so starring Tim Allen, Elizabeth Mitchell, Judge Reinhold. What? There's Martin Short. I think it's Martin Short. Oh no.
Yeah, no. Martin Freeman played Watson in Sherlock, and played Bilbo in The Hobbit.
Oh yeah, he's a good guy. I love him. Martin Short.
I tend to like the things he's in. I don't know anything about Martin Short.
Okay, I like Martin Short in about 50% of the movies. He's in... Oh, he's the press secretary in Mars Attacks. Absolutely fantastic because of how motorized he gets.
He's like discount Robert De Niro is what I think every time I look at him. He kind of looks like Robert De Niro, but not really. Like, I don't know about his acting, but just sort of the way he looks.
Three Amigos? Have you seen Three Amigos?
No. I suspect Martin Short has mostly been in films that I am too young to have seen.
He was one of the Amigos. I guess he did voices for Prince of Egypt, Jimmy Neutron, Treasure Planet, Frankenweenie.
Oh. Did Martin Short play Sheen in Jimmy Neutron?
Let me see.
Never mind. I do recognize this guy. Television.
No, Ooblar.
Oh, that guy. All right.
He was Stubbs the Clown in We're Back, a Dinosaur Story. Oh, I'm gonna be sick. Oh, he did a voice in The Pebble and the Penguin. Okay. I remember watching that. Oh my gosh, I got a muffin.
Almost none of these.
Oh,
hey, nice.
Thank you, Justin.
He was Ben in Treasure Planet, the worst character. Good to know.
It's a banana walnut muffin. I'm so excited. I love banana muffins.
This is not a great filmography, if I'm being totally honest. Oh, Maniac Mansion. There's a Maniac Mansion television show?
Wait, what? Wow. Oh my gosh. Well, look, I've got juice and I've got a muffin, and I am set. What about Eugene Levy?
Eugene Levy created the Maniac Mansion television show, apparently.
What?
It might be good then.
That could be interesting.
I mean,
okay.
made by Lucasfilm and with Eugene Levy as the creative lead, it's probably at least halfway good.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that looking at his filmography, he has been in a lot of crap. But then again, there have to be, you know, you have to have stars who will be willing to be in the crap. And he did it.
Yeah.
101 Dalmatians 2, Patch's London Adventure. Thank goodness we had somebody to do a voice in that.
Yeah, a movie entirely distinct from 102 Dalmatians, Puppies to the Rescue, which is unironically an exceptional speed game.
Oh, yeah, it actually
and a horrible movie. Terrible movie, but I speedran the game and it's really fun.
This game is going to be forever. This is how I die. There's no getting out of this.
Look, people, we're not following the game because I offered to come in here and I said I know nothing about this game, and I was told that was fine. This isn't my game.
What are we gonna say? Hey, guess what? He shot the shark in the crotch again. Yeah.
Yep. This is basically, hey, what if we made an entire game about Judge Dredd, but we actually made an entire game about that one scene where RoboCop shoots a dude in the crotch, and we just made the entire game that over and like that one fan video where they edit it so every single dude gets shot in the crotch, and that's the whole game, and it's terrible.
Yep. I still am not sure what your health is, or if you have a health bar.
I'm not sure of that either.
I don't know, like, why do you have a picture of a lady who's like, oh, she's covering her crotch and shooting the other people's crotches, and those are her gloves.
Oh, I see. It's like a chickenometer. You've got the
Oh, she gets beat up as you go on. Then why is the little bar under the score? What's that? Wait, Starman has some damage? How can you tell?
There's more blood.
Oh, that. I guess that is. I'm colorblind. I wasn't able to tell that it was a different color. But if I lean in, I can see. Okay. Yeah, that's not exactly the best health gauge, I'm gonna say. Like, you should at least have blood, like, spurting from her head when she gets close to dying, you know? Just blood everywhere. Everywhere. Come on, they removed the license for Judge Dredd. You can do that. Ooh, and as far as I can tell, you do not heal between levels, so that is a little rough. Yeah, actually, if you, like, showed, like, intestines falling out, or, like broken bones, like, maybe her elbow bends backwards, that would help me. What? That would be a visual that helps me know, oh, she is in danger. She is hurt.
Oh, just that sort of thing. I don't know. Broken limbs like that really squick me out. So that's like, oh, no thanks for me.
Okay, yeah, normally I would agree with you, but it's a cartoon.
That doesn't make a difference for me personally.
Oh, no. Okay, well, don't let me make a Judge Dredd game for you then. Vid phone. Just use your cell phone. You don't need a vid phone. Come on. Judge Dredd, get with the times.
Yeah, Judge Dredd.
Or not Horror City, get with the times. Installing vid phones.
Yeah, Horror City.
Yeah. Okay, chat. I do not want a health indicator that's just a knife slowly pushing into an eyeball, but that would help more than this.
I mean, yeah, they could have designed this better, for sure. Like the damage progression is so subtle.
Like, yeah, just looking at the blood, like, I can't even see that there's an injury. It might just be splatters from the shark that she shot, you know? Could be shark blood. I mean, sharks have blood, right? I assume sharks have blood. Oh, that is death for Okami.
It's been a while since I checked, but yes, to the best of my knowledge, sharks do in fact have blood.
Now, I believe that Okami's best score there was 12069, if I'm not mistaken. And if so, that's a fairly good score. You know, Okami got a little over 8,000 on that last playthrough. I'm not sure where Starman is sitting score-wise.
I haven't seen.
Just so people know, by the way, with a lot of older games that were on Atari and Commodore 64, a lot of them, like this, I assume would have been sold as a budget title, which essentially means, hey, pay a few bucks, get a game, play it for a little while, it's a game. Move on to a different game. You know, usually people were not sitting around and playing games like this for an hour straight. And if they were, then they just really, really wanted to beat it. Cadis is saying this was sold for £20. Oh, no. No. Although, I guess we've seen worse crap for more. But that's still too much. Absolutely. Donkey Kong says £10. £10 still seems like it's pushing it. Like, I could see maybe £5 being justifiable.
How many levels are in this game? I mean, like, I can hardly imagine playing this myself for one level, much less multiple.
So, here's a question. You obviously can take damage. How do you know if something is going to hit you? Is there any way to know?
It kind of seems like you just have to you have to kill the enemies before they shoot you, it seems like.
Occasionally the screen flashes, but it seems so inconsistent. Like, yeah, basically just shoot them in the crotch ASAP. Otherwise, you might take damage when the screen flashes, and there's no way to know. It's just this game will murderize you at some point. I like the guy on the flying skateboard, or surfboard? Kind of looks more like a surfboard. I thought I saw a little dangly thing from the back of it.
It looks like a hoverboard, like Marty McFly-esque in a way.
Mm-hmm. And where's the horror?
I am also unclear
the horror
where the horror is in this game.
This is the worst Halloween ever, Grandma.
Grandma? What did she do to deserve your verbal abuse?
She probably bought this for me. Grandma?
That is pretty tragic.
Then again, getting a present for Halloween, that sounds awesome.
It does sound pretty great.
If I got anything other than candy, yeah, I'd be all for that.
It's a game dressed up as another one? Yeah, well, I guess when you put it that way.
Oh my gosh, Cadis, you're right.
That's pretty good. That's clever. Hey, they could have marketed it on that.
Except it's like they took Judge Dredd and he dressed up as a very generic lady. It's like, usually it goes the other way around, you know?
Well, no, this character is not Judge Dredd. This is a different judge in the Judge Dredd universe. This is Judge Dredd's boss, I think.
Judge Dredd's boss. Okay, whatever. I want it to be Judge Dredd, though. I imagine
It's unclear to me actually what Anderson does.
he'd look good with a wig. Let's see. What Anderson does, apparently she covers her crotch. And
Seemingly.
yeah. Let me see what Judge Dredd looks like. Are you cute? You're wearing a helmet. That doesn't help. Oh, there we go. Okay, Stallone is Judge Dredd. Was Sylvester Stallone actually Judge Dredd at one point?
How many Judge Dredd movies have there been? I'm pretty sure he was in the first Judge Dredd movie, wasn't he?
Yeah, so apparently Judge Dredd looks like Rambo, and Rambo would look good in a wig. So Judge Dredd would
there is
too.
a newer one.
Yeah.
I forgot there was like a newer one from like 2015 or whatever. I remember that coming out when I was in university. Lows by Judge Dredd fans? Well.
Okay, hey everybody, pay attention to Starman, because Starman has actually passed Okami's score in this level. 12629. A lot of progress here, but Starman also has taken damage. Man. I like that there's just a 9 at the end of the score. Where did you get that 9? Because nothing seems to deal odd damage. Like, yeah, look, the 9 doesn't change. Where'd you get that 9, bro?
Maybe there's a level bonus or something?
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Something might give you -1 point. Yeah, maybe.
That's also very possible.
Shooting an enemy
you
in
get
the
some
head.
points on end of level based on citizens alive. I'm going to go ahead and say I don't care how many people are alive at the end of this. Like, if they are walking around in this post-apocalyptic wasteland, they had to know there was going to be a little friendly fire.
I was not under the impression Judge Dredd cared about collateral damage. But again, not a Judge Dredd fan here, so
I know
might
nothing about
understand.
Judge Dredd. Nothing. Yeah, there we go. Starman has actually entered into the top 3 scores. Not bad. 15669. Definitely a lead change there. Congratulations to Starman. Of course, we still have a little over 20 minutes for the players to get the highest score possible playing on pro difficulty. I can't believe we're having this for an hour. Actually, I fully believe that we're having this for an hour.
I can.
Yeah. Okay, so question. So I'm looking,
Yes.
Judge Joseph Dredd was apparently supposed to be a law enforcement and judicial officer. Okay. But he still just, like, completely was okay with collateral damage. That makes him a comedic character, right? I think it would.
Does it?
Well, yeah, he's like, oh no, this person's robbing this old lady, and then he kills both of them. I mean, if that's true, I don't know if that's true. I would find that funny.
I think he's supposed to be satire. I don't think it's supposed to be comedy. The two aren't necessarily intertwined, although they frequently are.
I'd laugh. Huh, look at that old lady. She got robbed. Then Judge Dredd killed her on accident. Oh. Isn't that ironic, huh?
I think I would have laughed at that 10 years ago, and now I'm a tight-knit ball of anxiety, and I would not laugh at it anymore.
Yeah, actually, like there is some satire that's like, oof, that is too real.
What is its role? When Robocop was released, Judge Dredd people left the theater saying they stole our comic. See, okay, until recently, I didn't realize that Robocop or Judge Dredd were satire, so they always left a really bad they left a really bad taste in my mouth. I was like, really? Now realizing that they're satire, oh, well, now it seems like really obvious. But like I could, the thing is, coming from that time period, I could definitely see somebody writing those stories unironically. So I've always been sort of like, that's why I've never really like watched RoboCop or read any of the Judge Dredd comics. I might, knowing now that they're not, to be taken at face value.
Yeah, the thing is, every type of satire can be mistaken as being serious, so that's going to happen. And there are some forms of satire that are much better at letting people know that they're satire, but part of the fun, I feel, is that some people will take it seriously.
Well, I knew a guy when I lived in college, my roommate, I think, was one of those dudes who took it seriously, which is maybe why I was under the impression that it was meant to be taken seriously.
You knew somebody who took it seriously? Oh my gosh!
I think I've mentioned my definitely a skinhead roommate who I had to sort of extricate myself from the mental minefield that he played. I think I've mentioned him before in passing. I don't like to think about him, but yeah, this dude was definitely the sort of person who either knowingly or unknowingly, I think was totally down with Judge Dredd unironically, and that always sort of put me off it. There was in no small part due to his love for the series.
Yeah, I can see that.
RoboCop.
Yeah, what's weird is that they're like they're satires of RoboCop, so they're like satires of satires.
Yeah.
But they still go for the same thing that RoboCop was originally doing, which was, being a satire of law enforcement. It's weird, the layers that come with media. Alphin is saying that Okami just got a 12266. Not too bad.
Not too bad. That doesn't beat Starman, if I recall. Or does it? I could recall wrong. Don't listen to my advice on scoring. I've been wrong many times in this tournament on scoring. This is a Judge Dredd where you came as Side Judge Anderson,
except it's not, because this isn't a Judge Dredd game, and that's not Judge Anderson. I swear. Pinky promise. Okay, Starman is still in the lead. Starman, give me those bits, or give me those channel points, Starman. I'm not cheering against Okami, but...
Look, you can cheer for whoever you drop bits on. I bet for nothing, but I always have to joke whenever Okami's playing. Okami, I finally bought you your Neil Breen movies, okay?
Yeah. I saw it, I think, on Twitter that they finally arrived.
Yep.
And you figure out how to order. You have to order one movie, but then type the name of the movie you actually want in the text field in your email or whatever.
It's no longer quite that convoluted, but it still is like he has individual websites that you have to order specifically from for every single freaking movie. And
why? Just use Squarespace or something. It's not that hard.
Like, sure, it only takes like 2 or 3 minutes to do it, but then I think, that's too much hassle.
You know what's weird to me is that Neil Breen refuses to learn how to use a camera. Like, he refuses to learn what white balance is, but he won't refuse to make his own web pages and buy domains for his own websites.
To tell the truth, though, if you look at the websites, they look like they were put together by Neil Breen himself.
No. They're not. I've been there. I've seen them, but like, it's a lot of effort. It's more effort than setting the white balance on your camera is what I'm getting at here.
Oh yeah,
it's just really strange that somebody who would refuse to learn how a camera works after making 3-4 films now would also would put that effort into making an original website, which is, I think, harder. But it's so strange.
I think you're probably right, but that's part of his strange charm. I love Neil Breen.
Yeah.
I think that I think it is fantastic that somebody who has ideas can put them together and throw them out there and is okay. Like, he knows people laugh at them, but he's okay with it.
You think?
Well, yes. He's done interviews talking about it. He knows that people make fun of the movies, and he's grown to appreciate it and be okay with it a little bit more. Like it's at the point where a lot of his movies are actually available to stream on Amazon these days.
Nice.
I don't think they're on Prime, but
he's not like doing a Tommy Wiseau where he insists that he's like some sort of artiste when in fact he's not.
Well, I don't know.
Because Tommy Wiseau does that.
Like I feel like Neil Breen like still does consider what he does to be art, which I agree it is art.
Well, sure, but you know, there's a certain ego in what Tommy Wiseau does that I don't know if Neil Breen has that going on.
I feel like they have very similar levels of ego, just in different ways.
Right.
Yeah, whereas Tommy Wiseau can brag about like how much money was put into all of that effort. You know, Neil Breen is more about bragging about the ideas.
Well, fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
I will say, you know, Neil Breen is, you know, Neil Breen's films strike me as very homegrown and a little more authentic, whereas, you know, I don't know if Tommy Wiseau's made any films other than The Room, but The Room is very much a film made by a
TV show for a while.
I don't want to watch it. It's not good, I bet.
I can't recall. He's been in a few things and is okay. Yeah. Like he's just sort of like accepted the fate that his movie went in, which I think is good. You know, if you're going to make something that becomes a cult classic, embrace that cult classic level. The unfortunate thing about like the movie Troll 2, for example, the directors never understood why people made fun of it. They never understood. They're like, this is our best movie. Why are people laughing?
It may very well have been.
I think it was, yeah. And, you know, they were very upset with it, and they never got around to the fact that, to sort of accept the cult status of that movie.
God, Samurai Cop 2. Oh, I forgot about Samurai Cop 2. That movie is also bad by accident, but in some ways it's like, wasn't the dude who, wasn't one of the guys who played the main character, didn't he like phone it in on purpose because he was trying to get fired, and the director was like, yes, I love it. or was that Samurai Cop 1? I've heard my brothers have turned out to be Neil Breen fans before I told them about Neil Breen, and they are also aware of Samurai Cop and have told me about how good that movie is.
I've been meaning to watch any of the Samurai Cop movies. No,
just based on the name, like there's literally nothing, you know, more that I would want. Like it's a perfect concept, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm going to be doing a little bit of setup due to I actually have to do this. Otherwise, I'm going to be way behind schedule.
Well, that's fair.
Life. Yeah. So if I don't like immediately respond to everything, Tempest Troll, it's not because I hate you. It's because...
No, that's fine.
I gotta set up. I gotta get ready. We've got one more match after this one. And honestly, you know, it looks like each of the attempts that the players had. So chat commented that it's about 5 to 10 minutes that each of the player goes through. Which, honestly, there still is enough time for 1 or 2 solid attempts here. We'll have to see what they are able to do. Okami currently on stage 2 of this game. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I've never played this game, and honestly, I will try to keep it that way. It's just not exactly a riveting game. As I said before, not a game that you would expect to be playing for an hour, even if you originally bought the game. It's something that you would play in small bursts, and even then...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like this concept isn't fundamentally bad, even on the C64 with its somewhat low fidelity. There's just like a bunch of like really poor choices in this game that seem to really congeal in an unpleasant way.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Kami dead again. Starman putting up a great score. Remember, this match is being based off of the high score that they can get. And honestly, I think this match has thrown Okami for a bit of a loop. Okami is really good at most of the jank that we throw out here. But Commodore 64 first-person shooter? That's not exactly normal. And there we go.
Pretty
new high score for Starman. On to stage 4. There's skeletons now? And a giant mouth tree. Or I don't know what this is. I don't
that
like
tree is hardcore.
Yo, my name is Tree.
Just the tree is just constantly.
So my question is, do the skeletons count as citizens here?
No. Oh, I know enough about the Judge Dredd universe to tell you that the citizens are not undead.
This isn't.
Sorry, I know enough about the not Judge Dredd universe to tell you that the citizens are not undead, even in this knockoff world. That strikes me as unlikely. Oh, but I guess for the sake of game mechanics,
yeah.
How are you supposed to tell the difference, anyways? What is the difference between citizens and bad guys? Is it just the bad guys are all wearing like
the bad guys shoot you?
I guess the bad guys all have belts on, huh?
The crap is happening.
Wow,
I guess
that
was death. Okay.
Tark? What did that say?
Dark.
I said Tark and a word that I don't think I can say on the stream on the other shoulder.
You can spell it.
I think it was the F word, but spelled wrong.
Oh,
but I don't think I can. I don't think I can. I'm not entirely convinced.
The F word, but spelled so fart. Frat. It was frat. Oh, it said function. Conjunction.
Oh,
junction.
Funk.
What's your
function? Oh, it's our audio is going to be desynced between the two of us, isn't it? It sounded good on my end.
So bad.
Sorry. It was synced up on my end and it sounded good.
It's because of voice meter. Because actually, I don't even need voice meter these days. Like, if I'm not making weird sounds on my soundboard.
No, it's just Discord. Discord's just gonna cause a slight audio delay. Although, I personally found that voice meter added delay, but I have a hardware mixer, so I don't really need it.
Mine does. Yeah, voice meter on my end does. I only started putting it together because Corndan recommended it, and it's great, but not if you're going to have a little bit of a delay. But I can change that so you have no delay from me.
Wow. Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm not really noticing anything, but I'm also not there in the room with you, so
Yeah. Well,
you could put a full second of delay on your voice, and I probably wouldn't notice until we started speaking over each other.
Yeah, nah, we're good now. We're good. We're
nice.
100% synced up now.
Wow.
Are you a shy guy? I think you're a shy guy. Wow. Okami is... I don't know if this is Okami's final attempt. He's taken a few shots, though. Definitely needs to be careful and not die if he wants to get a high score. I think one more attempt after this, and that's going to be it. But still, like a relatively decent score during this attempt. It's just not enough to beat Starman. Starman has gotten over 18,000 points. And there we go. That is game over for Okami. I believe one more attempt is all that he has.
Oof. And what's it looking like? 12266 versus
1-8 something something something
18 something. Getting pretty close. This could be.
Yeah, but that was a few
attempts
in the past.
Yep. This could be the match that knocks Okami into the loser's bracket.
Yeah, which there's
Goodbye,
no
everyone
shame.
else in loser's bracket.
Seriously, everybody who's in the bracket has really shown that they are fantastic gamers. They're fantastic at learning games like this. I don't think I could put up a score as good as Okami's if I were to play this blind. So both of them have done a fantastic job. It's just we gotta rib Okami a little bit because of reasons. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a specific reason. I don't know if I have a specific reason at this point.
I like rooting for the underdog.
I just like.
I
like joking about Okami. I like teasing him.
That's fair.
He does it back. Okay, I think he started it. It's Okami who started. He was the aggressor.
Yeah. There you go. Blaming other people. Other people for your problems. Like, well, not problems. Other people for starting things. Justin started making farting noises at you. Okami started teasing you.
Yeah, that's it.
It's always someone else.
I'm purely reactionary. That's all that I do. I do nothing. I do nothing based off of my own thoughts.
Well,
and
yeah,
feelings.
I mean, that's why you run the show and don't play the games, right?
Yeah. Honestly, I really enjoy running the show. It's fun, you know. I have all the levers behind the scenes, just pulling them, and I wish I had levers. That would be so cool.
Levers, like for pulling on and
like I pull a giant lever and it changes to a different scene, and you get clunk. Yeah, Okami and Starman are pretty much done playing, it looks like. We're going to go ahead and call it. 3, 2, 1. Right. Done. Yeah.
I was like levers on your, like, coming out of your body at various angles. Like,
I do not want levers coming out of my body.
Like a gear shift for your legs.
Yeah, they have both officially tapped out, which means that is it. That is
all right.
Time. Oh, what a video game. I'm going to invite them both to come and chat. Yeah. So here are the official scores. Okami.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
Okami managed to come with a score of 12,266 points. Starman, though, made it to the 4th level, 18,367 points, and definitely takes the victory there. Holy crap, the 4th stage. There were so many skeletons.
I have no idea what was going on that 4th stage.
I can't. I'm hearing it from our Okami stream. Never mind. Sorry, I heard echoing. Never mind. My bad.
I cannot get a consistent feel on those hitboxes. I kind of had an idea if you were aiming for the belt, but I got direct hits, and it still didn't count.
Yeah, it was like hitboxes were definitely a thing in that game. Like
when I figured out that there was not really a whole lot of consistency to the hitboxes, as well as I try to aim towards. Like, I try to move towards an enemy, and then they would teleport away. I'm like, this game's gonna come down to a coin flip, isn't it?
There was actually some consistency to the hitboxes, because I was getting consistent hits.
I could sometimes get consistent hits, and sometimes I couldn't, so... I didn't really have too much trouble with the hitboxes on stage 1, but then stage 2 came along. I also had multiple instances of one of the enemies was above a civilian.
Yeah.
I kept running into that problem.
I just scrolled it off screen until they just, teleported away.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the same time, you both were definitely getting more progress as you were going on. Although, Starman, I think you figured it out sooner than Okami did, and you definitely got much more consistent. Yeah, those are my thoughts. Sorry, I'm like trying to talk and do setup for the next match because
I mean, if you found a consistent hitbox, then you did better than me because I could just get a general feel of the hitboxes, but not like where exactly it is I have to aim. You also used I don't know how much keyboard ended up helping you because I used controller. I think you said you used keyboard.
I was using keyboard because my controller right now is slightly
So you,
what's the word?
So you might have been able to get a little bit more precision with keyboard. I don't know.
I don't think.
Maybe. I don't think
I am
it'll
not certain.
like completely make the difference for
Nah,
the game. Yeah, but joystick. I don't know. Commodore 64 in that era, joysticks were a lot less precise. You know, they were just on and off switches essentially when you put them in games. I don't know. But with that said, what are your thoughts about the game in general? Like, how was this experience for an hour-ish?
It's what I would say. It's just like, you know, a sort of like shooting gallery arcade-ish feeling thing.
Yeah, I mean that's more or less what it is. Play like, you know, Wild Guns, for example.
Yeah.
It's a known gallery shooter.
Did you just compare this to Wild Guns?
Well, they are both gallery shooters.
Surely this is the Wild Guns of Commodore 64.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put it in that category. Let me just say that we discussed this a bit during the stream. I feel like this is a game that most people would not play this for an hour straight, you know? You might play it once or twice, then switch to something else. A lot of the games, especially if you had a lot of the games from Commodore 64 at the time that were just like copied and posted, or, you know, you copied onto your individual cassette or a floppy or something, you would probably jump around, play this a couple times, switch to something else, play that, you know, for a few minutes, switch to something else.
I didn't explore too much that. I don't know if you did, Starman. Your different types of bullets, did they do like other things?
Yes, I did. Because each of the different types of bullets was meant for a different enemy.
Oh, well.
Wait, what?
I
did nothing.
As far as I can tell, they actually do something.
Huh. Okay, well, that is more information than any of us had.
Yeah,
I tested them out, and it turned out, like, the first bullet is your universal bullet. That is for every enemy, but it sucks at hitting things.
Oh, do you think that like the hitbox is better on the other ones if you have the right enemy type?
If you have the ammo type, it seems to be better.
Okay.
Oh, wait. The right ammo type makes it easier to hit. I guess.
Additionally larger
That's
hitboxes. That's good game design. I had a question actually about the controls because it almost seemed like as a viewer like there was acceleration on the reticle. Was there, or is that just me?
I don't know if I'd say there's acceleration. I did encounter the problem a few times of if I'm panning the camera one direction and I start panning it the other way, then sometimes like my reticle would just be stuck on the far left side.
Oh.
I did run into that problem at least a few times, which made aiming about as good as you think it would be for something like that.
Oh, baby. Well, I think that we are good to move on to the final game. Thank you so much, Starman. Congratulations. Okami, thank you as well. I joked a lot about you just because...
We trash talked you.
I knew you were going to be doing that during the match anyway, so...
Like, seriously, it's always a bunch of fun to have you, and I'm super glad that you have joined this year. You're going to the losers bracket, but honestly, you've been there before, you've fought it out before, you've done pretty well there before, so best of luck.
Yeah, I'm taking another attempt because I want to try out keyboard controls, and yeah, I am having a bit better luck with hitboxes on enemies now with certain bullets, so... Yeah, looks like that is 100% true.
Starman, you figured out the key.
I mean, I figured they had to do something.
Well, thank you, and thank you, Tempest Troll, for coming and chatting during this. All of you take care, all right?
Have a good one.
See ya.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Well, everybody, we are on to the final match of the show today. You know what? We're a little bit behind. If you would like to contribute to the Southern Poverty Law Center, I'm donating all of the revenue that I get from subs and bits during the month of October. As today and tomorrow, feel free to throw a little in if you would like. If not, that is completely fine. If you want to support the stream directly, you can always drop a little through the PayPal link below the stream on twitch.tv/Brosentia. Now let's go ahead. I'm not running an ad because we are a little bit behind time, and I think I actually forgot to do that. Wait. Why am I getting an error? What's giving me an error? Where's the error? I'm gonna run an ad. We will be back. Oh. Yeah, it's a super good ad, everybody. Okay. Do. See, this is what happens sometimes. I just have a hard time finding where I saved files. I know which file I'm looking for, but I don't know where it is. Oh my gosh. Welcome to my life. That's okay. We'll do this. I hope everybody's doing well, by the way. I've had a lot of fun with Kuso6rande this year. It has been an absolute blast. We are getting close to the end of the tournament, but dreams never end, I suppose. Aha! I found the picture that... Oh, where did I save it? Aha! I found the file. I found it, everybody. We're gonna be able to do this. Yes. Let me go ahead and do this. Enjoy the RuneScape music, everybody, as I do a small little touch to finish up setup, and there we go.